everybody, this is Alice Pino with your Selling System. We are a digital marketing company in Los Angeles, and we are going to talk today about generating leads in social media. Before we go there, ULS is a digital marketing company specializing in startup and small and medium-sized business presence online. And we are picking up topics such as the one we are going to talk today in order to educate our small and medium-sized business community in various strategies when it comes to digital marketing. So let's go back to the title. The title today is Generating Leads via Social Media. You most likely heard a lot about this topic, but today I'm going to leave you only with one advice and only with one acronym: UGC. User-generated content. User-generated content is the king right now in social media, and you really have to catch on this wave and do generate your sales and your engagement through this type of content. If you are not aware of this acronym and this concept, it's very easy to explain through examples. You most likely had seen videos like, hey, I just purchased this bag, let's take a look inside the box, let's take a look at the label, or I just received this cream, let's take a look what kind of effect it is going to have, or people eating hamburgers with appetite. These are examples of user-generated content. And sometimes business owners have this shyness, I might say, to request such content from the users, which is totally not working in today's market. Keep in mind that before you are starting with user-generated content, you really need to have everything in place, such as landing pages for purchases, if a link is possible with those posts, such as an ability to easily find how to contact or how to purchase your product or service through the bio of that platform. You need to have your hashtags all set. In your instruction, you need to have exactly who the user has to add mention and what exactly the user can and cannot do in their posts. And brand assets. If you want the user-generated content to be in alliance with your brand assets, then you have to provide those brand asset guides to that user that is generating the content for you. Some really important things you have to keep in mind for user-generated content, besides having exactly what you want with the requirements that will be user-facing. Number one, choose the most effective platform for you that will work for your business. Next is you really need to set up some goals. So you make sure you do understand exactly what you want to achieve through this user-generated content. Are those likes? Are those sales? Is that brand awareness? Are those shares of the content? All of these have to be written and tracked. Here is the list of benefits for user-generated content, and that's why this type of content is doing very well in social media. It actually matches the expectation of the user base in the market space. So number one, it builds your brand trust. It is known that a consumer going to be buying a service or a product after seeing somebody else already doing so. That's number one. Number two is creating a better conversion rate. Because you are actually going to be showing the product to potential buyers of such product or service. Higher brand engagement, number three. Educational process to your user base, number four. And more sales, number five. When it comes to user-generated content, you really have to understand what kind of content you want to see and literally tell your users to generate that content for you, whether with incentive or without incentive. And don't be shy about requesting it from your users. In today's day, the shorter we are, the more clear we are with our demands, the better they are being followed by our user base. So literally create some rules about what exactly you are looking forward to see from your user base when they generate the content, and establish certain standards, but don't be too long in your standards. Influencers is a type of user-generated content for profit. So you can incorporate user-generated content by influencers. But this is not the topic of today's conversation. I would like to leave you with one more thing, very important thing. You need to continuously maintain the communication on those posts, on those shares, on those likes, on those questions that will follow after the user-generated content. And sometimes comments that maybe some of them may be good, some of them not, because you do not really control whose content going to be exposed to who. So you have to be ready for all of it, but the beauty of it is you do get that large brand exposure, and you have to maintain the communication with your community that you are building. I truly believe that UGC is one of the way to go to generate content today for better conversions, for more sales, more leads, and for better visibility of your brand and better trust of your brand. So again, UGC stands for user generated content, and the topic today was how to generate leads for social media, and we touched up on the UGC. If you don't have a strategy yet, you can always contact us. We'll always advise you on how to start one, and maybe advise you the type of user generated content you would like to have. This was Alice Pino with US Selling System. We are a digital marketing company in Los Angeles, and we specialize in digital presence of small, medium-sized businesses. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the topic. If you did, give us a like, share this content, comment in thread, DM us for more information. Thank you. Bye.